This is iFIBER 1 News. Here are today's top stories.
iFIBER police continue to investigate a Thursday evening shooting outside a gas station that left a man injured.
On September 18th, the public can catch a glimpse of the new design for the West Kashmir Bridge.
It's not often that high school hoops fans in a small town like Kashmir get to watch one of the top 5 most recruited prospects in the nation.
Big Bend Vikings volleyball sent a message last night to their fans and to the East region.
From the iFIBER 1 newsroom, this is iFIBER 1 News. And it starts now.
iFIBER police continue to investigate a Thursday evening shooting outside a gas station that left a man injured. City officials have not disclosed information indicating if any suspects are in custody. iFIBER police on scene Thursday evening said the shooter remains at large. The shooting occurred just before 6:30 p.m. with reports of shots fired outside the Shortstop gas station and the nearby Mexican restaurant, both on Basin Street Southwest. A white pickup truck still parked at the gas station following the shooting had at least one bullet hole in the windshield, and at least one spent shell casing was located near the passenger side of the truck. One man suffered multiple gunshot wounds and was taken to Columbia Basin Hospital in Ephrata in stable condition. iFIBER police have seized security camera equipment from the Shortstop gas station as additional evidence is collected. This is Joe Utter for iFIBER 1 News.
This segment is brought to you by...
Change doesn't have to be complicated. With a low-profile microwave hood combination that's ready to install right out of the box. It fits in the same space as your under-cabinet hood, so you can get your microwave off the countertop and make space for the routines worth keeping. The low-profile microwave hood combination from the #1 selling appliance brand in the USA.
Whirlpool Appliances, now available at more furniture in Ephrata.
This creaky old bridge is getting a whole new look. On September 18th, the public can catch a glimpse of the new design for the West Kashmir Bridge, meant to replace the existing Goodwin Road Bridge. The 6:30 p.m. public meeting at Kashmir Riverside Center will update visitors on the Chelan County project, which should begin construction in spring 2020. At a cost of $23.5 million, the bridge will cross the Wenatchee River and Highway 2 at Hay Canyon Road. It's a much-needed update for the Goodwin Bridge, built in 1929 and now so deteriorated no truck traffic is allowed. If not replaced, it might need to be closed altogether in the next 4 years. The 2 large truss spans holding up the existing bridge are considered historic, and they're available for donation by contacting the county. Jefferson Robbins, iFIBER 1 News.
This segment is brought to you by...
Your taste buds bored? Well, then bring them to Jay's Teriyaki. Not only does Jay's have a variety of teriyaki dishes, they also offer mouth-watering salads and sides. Call Jay's 509-764-5155. Jay's Teriyaki, located at 123 East Broadway in Moses Lake, because it's all in the sauce.
It's not often that high school hoops fans in a small town like Kashmir get to watch one of the top 5 most recruited prospects in the nation, and even more rare to call such a gem their own hometown girl. But that oddity is exactly what Bulldog fans have in the person of one Haley Van Lith. The 5'7" junior point guard is entering the new season as ESPN Hoop Girls class of 2020's number 3 overall prospect in the entire country and is ranked at number 2 overall on the same list by Prospects Nation. At only 16 years of age, Van Lith is already being closely watched by a number of the nation's elite college programs, such as UConn, Louisville, Baylor, Notre Dame, Ohio State, and every school in the Pac-12 Conference, including the University of Washington and Wazoo. iFIBER 1 Sports got the chance to sit down with this phenomenal young athlete and found out first that her love and dedication to the game began at an early age and is actually due in part to a friendly sibling rivalry.
I just started in 2nd grade, and my brother used to play when he was about in middle school, up until middle school. And at first I just started because my brother played, like my dad coached it. It just was in the family, and I wanted to be better than my brother. So I started out practicing just because I wanted to be able to shoot better than him, like do between the legs before him. But after a while, I realized that I just really loved the game, and my passion kind of took over, and it just became about me loving it more than being better than my brother.
Although Van Lith and her parents, including her father Corey, who was a standout point guard himself at Eastmont High School during the early 90s, are keeping all of Haley's options open at this point, it comes as no surprise that she dreams of one day being able to play on the biggest stage in women's basketball.
I mean, I really want to go to the WNBA, and hopefully my body allows me to do that after college. It would be great just to get to play with the pros, and I know so many women that I look up to that are playing right now, and the finals are going on, and I watch every game, and it'd just be an honor to be able to play at that high of a level for the United States.
Van Lith and the Kashmir Bulldogs girls squad will tip off their new season in November. Reporting for iFIBER 1 Sports, I'm Chris Hansen.
In an appropriately loud and exciting atmosphere, rivals Ephrata and Quincy met last night in volleyball for the first time this school year across all sports. The match wore long into the night, with the Ephrata Tigers eventually triumphing over the Quincy Jacks in 5 sets. Quincy came out ready to go and took the first set from the Tigers. That win helped set the tone for the match, as the Jacks didn't take a single set from the Tigers in both matches last season. The Tigers came storming back to win the next 2, taking the third set by a convincing margin. The Jacks refused to lose and came back to win the 4th set, which led to a 5th and final set. In the 5th set, the game only goes to 15 points instead of 25. Things were close before Ephrata was able to pull away late. The game finished on an ace when Maya Bucher hit the ball just before the back line on her serve to give the Tigers the win. Both of Ephrata's games so far this season have gone to the 5th set.
The one thing I take away is they have fight and they're willing to finish the match, so I'll take it.
Ephrata will next play at Ellensburg on Tuesday. Quincy will also be on the road on Tuesday at Sela. I am Adam Chikoski for iFIBER 1 Sports.
This is iFIBER 1 News. For more information on these stories and other news, visit us online at iFiber1.com or check us out on Facebook.